Many times, film editing is about when not to cut, when to let things breathe, when to soak in the performances, the light, the shadow. Whenever we see an edit, whether we realize it or not, there is the subtle sensation of knowing that we are being tricked. A cut is a violent act. It's the brutal severance of a piece of footage. But by not cutting, the audience can see longer with another person's pair of eyes. This video essay is about the joy of watching unedited movement, leaving you to experience time in a new way. The engine that keeps a film running is rhythm. Many people can see rhythm of editing, but brilliant directors also manipulate rhythm without cutting. At what point do you think, hey, there hasn't been a cut for a while? Once you become conscious of the frame, and not just looking at the actors, the true pleasures of cinephilia will open up for you.
The succession of pictures is flows in a well-made film, almost as one's own thoughts flow.
Instead of an edit, you can keep the flow with a pan or a dolly move. Some people get a thrill from quick cuts. I get a headache. In fact, it makes me want to vomit. Older films seem to have more confidence that the director could, direct our attention without having to resort to forcing a cut. Notice how the feeling of threat is increased when we see how close the characters are to danger. And just look at these two action scenes as an example. The 1984 version blocks the action beautifully at the critical moment, and creates an image that will live forever in the mind of everyone who sees it. But the 2010 remake is choppy and unconvincing. That's not just the editing, but the editing plays a big part. Now, a camera move instead of a cut needs to be motivated by some movement within the frame. With Poltergeist, we know that somehow those chairs did not just magically move themselves, because we never averted our gaze. There was never a cut. This is where the rules of the film are created. Knowing, okay, Vicky is upstairs now, and she can't hear what Jake and Joey are saying, so they can talk about how they really feel about her.
What I'm afraid of is the tendency for everything to go by quickly. And I'm afraid of what it does to the culture. A sense of consuming something and throwing it away, as opposed to being enveloped with something. Taking the time to see and experience time in a different way.
It's the warmth from knowing where things are and where people are that makes us feel intimacy, humor, a sense of time, and danger. And I've got many specific examples coming up in part 2.